If you're a natural fiber girly, there's a fabric type you may not have heard of, and that is Rami. It comes from the nettle plant, or Bomarea nivea, and if you're Slavic, you may notice krepiva, and that's what it's called in Russian, and it has these tiny little stinging hairs similar to like poison ivy. Fun fact, growing up in Russia, my grandmother actually used to like beat me with it as a kid when I did something wrong. But you can actually also make fabric with it. The great part about the nettle plant is that it uses very little water and very little pesticides. It also has a tensile strength 6 to 8 times stronger than cotton, and it has the exact breathability properties of linen. It is actually one of the only fiber types that gets stronger when it's wet, and it is extremely good at moisture wicking and sweat wicking, which makes it perfect for the summertime. The only catch is it's a little bit difficult to harvest, so farmers have to strip the bark or soak it in an enzyme solution or just let it wet, very similar to linen, which makes for a slightly labor-intensive process, which is why it tends to be fairly expensive when you see it in garments. Rami is also becoming very popular in blends because of how strong it is, so you're going to see it blended with like cotton. I've seen it blended with silk to give it extra durability, and I've been seeing 100% Rami garments as well in a lot of like mid-tier and mainstream stores recently. It is super easy to care for. It doesn't shrink in the wash. You can just throw it with like a cool water and a mild detergent and give it a quick steam after it's dry if you want to really get it super smooth, but it is not nearly as wrinkle prone as linen. Let me know if you're interested in trying Rami, if you're familiar with the fiber, if you have it in your closet, or if you're like me and have been seeing it pop up more and more in stores.